with dementia, no matter how much the brain is damaged with 100 trillion connections, there's bound to be something left.
Hi, Katya.
Hi, Rebecca. In a healthy brain, we've got 100 billion neurons. We're born with them. What we're not born with is the connections to each other. So we have all these neurons, and there's also something called neurogenesis, which science believe that, we have the 100 billion neurons and we never achieve any more. That's not true. They've discovered that neurons with stem cell research is when they really discovered that neurons can be born, so you can get more. So with those neurons, we have a cell body, the body of the cell, which is where the information is contained. We've got an axon, which is like a trunk of a tree. It's a thick cable that runs between the neurons, and it runs nutrients and neurochemicals and signals through this axon trunk. And like the branches of a tree, the dendrites are these millions of branches that come off of the axon and connect to the different neurons in the brain. And there's over 100 trillion connections with these dendrites throughout the brain. Now, the interesting thing about dendrites is that they grow when you learn something new or you practice something. They grow and they connect up to more and more cells, which have more and more information. And when you don't practice it anymore, like you don't, you're not having trigonometry tests anymore, so trigonometry kind of falls by the side. They actually shrink and detach from the information. So that old adage, use it or lose it, is definitely, we have to think about that. If we don't use it, we're going to lose it. And that's pretty much what the brain does, is if you're using the information and you're gaining new information, you connect up to more information in the brain. And if you don't use it, it disconnects and just disappears. You just don't have it anymore. That's how healthy brain connections work. Now, with dementia, no matter how much the brain is damaged with 100 trillion connections, there's bound to be something left. You know, they are never an empty shell where there's absolutely nothing left. They're never brain dead. There's always some part of their brain that's connected to information. It's basically trying to find that and how to connect to what they have that's remaining. And that's the challenge with dementia, is how to connect to information that remains. With dementia, the problem is they have a problem creating a new experience because their past is disappearing and the new experience is consisted of the material from the past. So if you don't know what a spoon is anymore, how are you going to use the spoon? So when a person with dementia forgets what a spoon is and you hand them a spoon with a bowl of soup, they're just going to hover there because they don't know what the spoon is, so they don't know what it's for. But when you have a normal brain, you remember what a spoon is, and it's just an automatic action. Whereas with dementia, whatever's forgotten becomes a skill that's forgotten or information that's forgotten. So basically, this is the way that they live their lives is going through trying to figure out what all these things are that they know in their hearts. They know that at one point they knew what these things are, but right now they don't.